Hey, Jason Maselli here from Phase Shift Games. We're going to show you today what the new neoprene mats look like for Dungeon Drop. These neoprene mats are going to be available through what's called a crowd sale on the platform that we love to use a lot called the Game Crafter. The Game Crafter has sent me these two examples, so I'm going to show you them today. We'll see what they look like. We'll drop some cubes, and then you can decide to participate in the crowd sale. Crowd sale will be coming up on January 5th or 6th. I'll have to verify that. We'll put it in the notes. And it will run for a week in January. So if you want to get in, basically you can get the mats for about half off. Assuming we get at least 100 mat orders, which we expect to blow through that very quickly, all the mats will be more than 50% off. So instead of 25 a piece, they'll be 25 for a pair, which is what you'll see in a second, probably what most people want. All right, so some people had asked, what will the box, how will the box be packed from the Game Crafter? They were concerned about kind of creasing the mats or whatever. So this is straight from the Game Crafter. I haven't opened it yet other than slicing through the tape. So it's a large flat box. I cannot guarantee though that the Game Crafter will always package it this way. They're a different company. We have no control over their process, but I wanted to show you exactly what I received, and most likely it would be very similar for you. So the way they pack these, I ordered two. You can see in here that there's two. There's kind of one on one side rolled that way and one on the other side rolled this way. They're in there packed very gently on top of a bed of just paper, loose paper essentially. So here is one. And there it is. That's the nice new artwork. The original artwork we tried was a dungeon wall. This is now made to look like a dungeon floor, and there's three-dimensional walls on three sides. And then obviously our logo. The logo will actually be smaller. That was one of the requests, was can we make it a little smaller? I'll explain why in a second. And we have some nice artwork on the sides, some skulls, some torches, a little mood lighting. Very nice dungeon-esque look and feel. So I'm going to put that one there. The reason that many people will probably want two is because you don't need two to play the game. You don't need any to play the game. But if you like the idea of the neoprene mats, if you get two and you butt them up back to back like that, you cover a really nice size surface. Each one of these is 24 inches by 14 inches. Together, it's 28 inches by 24 inches. So double the space, obviously. And it just gives you a really nice table space to be able to drop your cubes and have a really nice spread. Could you do it with just one? Sure, and I'll actually show you in a second. I'll drop the cubes on just one and then I'll do it on both. But one of the things that we did when we designed this mat, we purposely made these to be multi-purpose as well. So the tiles in the floor are actually 1-inch tiles. So you can use these mats with many other games where you have either a 25 millimeter, 28 millimeter base set of miniatures. Could be Dungeons and Dragons or whatever game you're playing, a war game. You could actually use these mats for that, and that was an intentional part of the design. All right, so here, let's do one mat first. So we'll show you that. This is again 24 inches by 14 inches, nice and flat there. Here's all of our small cubes for Dungeon Drop in the standard retail version of the game, plus the dragon, so small cubes plus the dragon. And when you have a mat like this, what I would do is kind of a rectangular, like a strafing run with the cubes. So you kind of drop them as you're going alongside. One fell off, but so you get the idea. That's a dungeon layout. That would be perfectly acceptable. For many, the larger size will probably be something, if you have the larger table space, I think that is the premium experience that you want to get to. Now we have a 24 inch by 28 inch table space, and you just have more affordance with the spread in the cubes. So here again, actually I didn't drop them very high at all. Well, that's the point of these neoprene mats. They don't allow excessive bounce where they go all over the place. So I dropped them from a height that I'm used to dropping them at on a wooden table or glass table. I'm going to redo that and drop them from a much higher height now. I don't know, maybe a foot. Or for those of you overseas, some fraction of a meter. I don't know. All right, there we go. One came off slightly, and I think one fell off that way. But nice spread there. Really cool look and feel in the dungeon. flicking some cubes, adding some treasure chests. Obviously, as you're exploring, you're going to add more cubes in as you go, and that is that. These are the mats that we're making available through the Game Crafter. Again, a pair of 2 should run you about $25. You're going to pay shipping on top of that. The Game Crafter has some well-calculated models for their shipping. One of the questions we were asked a lot was for international orders, is shipping going to be prohibitive? If you order just one set of mats internationally, the shipping's going to be higher. I forget what the exact number was. I did the math and I actually put a whole write-up in the Kickstarter comments, so you can check them out. Basically, if you're international, what you probably want to do is get a group of people together and place a larger order. If anyone knows sites, I've looked around, I haven't found a good site that's like the Game Crafter in Europe or other regions. I haven't found one that is that has this kind of crowd sale capability, get a bunch of people in, reduce the price. I would love to. So if anyone has any ideas, I would love to hear it. Otherwise, this is what we have to offer, at least for now. So certainly for anyone in the US and probably Canada, we have a really good option for you. And international, if you can pool together, I think it's a great option for you as well. That's all I got to say. These are the mats. They look beautiful. They play great. And thanks so much for watching. Have fun dropping.